Called the extensor carpi radialis brevis and the longest and the brevis. And then extensor carpi radialis brevis. And those are all at 12 o'clock.
Can you repeat those?
Brachioradialis, extensor carpi radialis longus, extensor carpi radialis brevis. Okay? Those are the three. You're in your here to there. So it's in your forearm. This is the forearm. Okay? Now, in your forearm, when we start to think about your forearm, if you were to extend your hand out like as if you're shaking someone's hand, the muscles on this side, as if, again, this clock represents your hand like this, where your thumb would be the 12 o'clock position. Okay? Muscles on this side of the arm would be designed to actually flex your digits or your wrist. So these would be your flexors. Whereas on this side of the clock, these are going to actually extend your fingers or your wrist. So these are your extensors. So at the 12 o'clock, you have your extensor, carpi radialis, longus and brevis, and you have your brachioradialis. As we move backwards, as we move counterclockwise, you're actually going to come across several muscles here. These are all going to be extensors. Okay? So the first muscle you're going to come across going backwards will be here, and that will be the extensor digitorum. Now, the human is a little bit different than the cat, but basically what you have is you have this extensor digitorum that actually extends all the digits, so it's called the communis. So extensor digitorum communis. Okay? Then you have another extensor that comes right just below it, right about here. And it's again an extensor digitorum, but this time it's only extending the lateral side, so it's extensor digitorum lateralis. Okay? Now on your book, this is where it gets a little bit complicated, because in your book you go below the extensor digitorum lateralis, and that muscle is right here, and it's called the extensor digitorum indicis. Indices. Okay, that'll be the extensor digitorum indicis. Okay? Now, below that would then be, actually I should move that a little bit further down. That's a little bit further down than that. So it should be like about here. Extensor digitorum indicis. And then right about here is the extensor carpi ulnaris. Okay? In about the same position, a little bit closer into the 6 o'clock position, right about here, is what is called the flexor carpi ulnaris. Comes a little tricky, see, extensors. And so you would think that all of these are going to be called flexors, and they're not. Some of them actually have different names, like the palmaris longus, or the foramen teres, so you have to be kind of careful on that. All right, so going this way, okay, then after that, you're going to have the palmaris longus. Actually, that's a little bit, should be a little closer to, so down to about here, it should be the flexor digitorum profundus, and then right here, it should be the palmaris longus, and then the flexor carpi ulnaris.